Elizabethan poetry. Sir Thomas White and Earl of Surrey. Sir Thomas White introduced the sonnet in England, whereas Surrey wrote the first blank verse in English. The Earl of Surrey's blank verse is remarkable. Marlowe, Shakespeare, Milton, and many other writers made use of it. Total's Song and Sonnets is the first printed anthology of English poetry. It contained 40 poems by Surrey and 96 by White. There were 135 by other authors. It was Total's Song and Sonnets was published on June 5, 1557. William Shakespeare wrote 154 sonnets which were collected and published posthumously in 1609. Generally, the sonnets are divided into three groups. The fair youth sonnets, first to 126. The first group of sonnets is addressed to a young man with whom the poet has a deep friendship. The dark ladies, these sonnets, 127 to 152. In the second sequence, the poet becomes infatuated with a mysterious woman. That's his name, the dark lady. Her relationship with the young man is unclear. The third is the Greek sonnets 153 to 154. The final two sonnets are very different and draw upon the Roman myths of Cupid, to whom the poet has already compared his Muse. Sonnet 18. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Is one of Shakespeare's most famous sonnets. Shakespeare's two long poems, Venus and Adonis, the Rape of Lucrece, are notable. Next poet is Edmund Spenser. Edmund Spenser has been addressed the poet's poet. Edmund Spenser's pastoral poem, The Shepherd's Calendar, is in 12 books, one for each month of the year. It is a series of poems published in 1579 and considered to mark the beginning of English Renaissance in literature. Spenser's Amorati 88 patriarchal sonnet celebrates his progress of love. The joy of his marriage with Elizabeth Boyle is expressed. Spenser expressed Elizabeth Boyle's marriage expressed in his ode Epithalamion by Edmund Spenser. Edmund Spenser's Prothalamion is written in honor of the double marriage of the daughters of Earl of Forester. Spenser's allegorical poem, The Fairy Queen, is his greatest achievement. Spenser invented a special meter for the Fairy Queen. The verse has 9 lines and the rhyme plan is AB, AB, BC, BC, C. This verse is known as Spenserian stanza, 9-line stanza, AB, AB, BC, BC, C. Sir Philip Sidney. Sir Philip Sidney is remembered for his prose romance Arcadia. After Shakespeare's sonnet, Sidney's Astrophel and Stella is considered the finest Elizabethan sonnet cycle. Philip Sidney's The Defense of Poesy introduced the critical ideas of Renaissance theories to England. John Donne. John Donne was the chief figure of metaphysical poetry. Donne's poems are noted for its originality and striking images and conceits. Satires, songs and sonnets, elegies, the Phlia, a valediction forbidding mourning by John Donne, a valediction of weeping, John Donne, Go and Catch a Falling Star, John Donne, Sun Rising, John Donne, The Anniversary, John Donne, etc. are John Donne's famous works. Michael Drayton and Sir Walter Raleigh are other important poets of Elizabethan period of England. Michael Drayton and Sir Walter Raleigh. Marlowe and Thomas Nash also wrote good number of poems. Marlowe and Thomas Nash also wrote good number of poems, although their main contribution was in the field. Elizabethan prose. Sir Francis Bacon. Sir Francis Bacon is considered as the father of English essays. His essays first appeared in 1597, the second edition in 1612, and the third edition in 1625. Besides essays, Francis Bacon wrote Novum Organum, written in Latin, The Advancement of Learning by Francis Bacon, New Atlantis, Francis Bacon, History of Henry VII, Francis Bacon. Bacon's popular essays are of truth, of friendship, of love, of travel, of parents and children, of marriage and single life, of anger, of revenge, of death, etc. Ben Jonson's essays are compiled in The Timber of Discovery, Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson's essays are aphoristic, like those of Bacon. Johnson is considered as the father of English literary criticism. Elizabethan drama. During the Renaissance period, the most important achievement in English literature was in the field of drama. The dramatists of this golden period include Shakespeare, Marlowe, Johnson, Lilly, Pillay, Thomas Kidd, Robert Greene, etc. Others. The English dramas have gone through great transformation in Elizabethan period. The first regular English comedy was Ralph Roister Doister. The first regular English comedy Ralph Roister Doister, written by Nicholas Dull. The first English tragedy was Gorboduc in blank verse. The first three acts of Gorboduc, written by Thomas Norton and the other two by Thomas Shackwell. The university wits contributed hugely for the growth of Elizabethan drama. It is the notable group of pioneer English dramatists who wrote during the last 15 years of the 16th century during Renaissance, and who transformed the native interlude and chronicle plays with their pledge of quality. The university wits include Marlowe, Robert Greene, Nashe, as well as Lodge, Pill, another of the wits, though not university trained, was Thomas Kidd, preceded by Lilly. They prepared the way for William Shakespeare. The greatest poetic dramatist among them was Marlowe, whose handling of blank verse gave the theatre its characteristic voice for the next 50 years. Christopher Marlowe was the greatest of pre-Shakespearean dramatists. Marlowe wrote only tragedies. Marlowe's most famous works are Edward II Tamburlaine the Great, The Jew of Malta, The Massacre at Paris by Marlowe, and the Dr. Faustus Marlowe. Marlowe popularized the blank verse. Ben Jonson called it the mighty line of Marlowe. Ben Jonson introduced the comedy of humors, which portrays the individuals as dominated by one marked characteristics. Ben Jonson is best known for his Everyman in his humor. Other important plays of Jonson are Everyman Out of His Humor, Walpole or The Fox and the Alchemist, John Webster's White Devil and The Duchess of Malfi are important Elizabethan Jacobean drama. Thomas Kidd, The Spanish Tragedy and Senecan play. It resembles Shakespeare's Hamlet. Its horrifying plot gave the play great and lasting popularity. John Lilly is most widely known as the author of prose romance entitled Euphues. The style John Lilly used in his Euphues is known as Euphuism.